What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Ronnie B checking in, and with everything in life, to kill anxiety, you need a vision. So, what better way to see the path forward than a vision board? I got my lady in the back. She here to iron out any kinks, questions the viewer might have that can't be asked. She's here, So, hey,
Hey.
okay, so let's get going. Money well spent. Money slash career, but for the most part, money well spent. So personally, I went bankrupt this year, filed bankruptcy, got all my credit on point, but of course, I still wasn't in my right mind financially. I didn't have the knowledge in me still, and I accumulated 3 credit cards, a Best Buy, which I bought a laptop, not a bad investment. I did a couple YouTube videos off that, but still, debt. Michelin credit card, don't even know what I bought with that, but I maxed it. Credit One, maxed it, and my first goal is to knock all these out. That will be money well spent. And from there, we're gonna move into my investments. I'm gonna have 2 shares of VO this year. That's an ETF, index fund, nice, safe, secure stock. I'm not an expert, but this is just my financial advice and opinion. I'm gonna put 1,000 in the Bitcoin because the future going towards Bitcoin heavy. 10 shares in O. That's the ticker symbol on there. It's Realty. Let me see, Realty Inc. That's a real estate company. Not too expensive, like 50. I think it's like at $54 a share right now. I'm gonna have 10 of them by the end of the year. They pay dividends, so we like money to flow that you ain't gotta work for. Excuse me. 3 shares in Palantir. AI is the future, so we flowing with that. We're gonna get that going. 3 shares of Apple. I pay an Apple bill every month, so why not put everything flowing back in my pocket from Apple, because they're going to be around for a while. Trust me, they like the mics of technology. They might not improve, but the symbol is going to get you every time. Every time a new phone drop, we're going to go for it every time, and it ain't nothing too much different, just like the mics. 3 shares in gold. Gold, where it's at. The value of gold is going up, and I'm going to go up with it. You hear me? So a total investments of that will equal, as of today, of course, because stocks rise and fall. As of today, that'd be about 5,800 estimate. So that's gonna be in my portfolio by the end of the year. The O fund, things will go wrong. It's not if, they will. I need at least 3,000 in just liquid assets so that I can just right away. Because with shares, you gotta take time and sell them and all that. I need something that I need right away. Ariane got a flat. I got to go save her. Anything. Something is going to happen at some point. And you need something when something's going wrong. Okay. Now, next part is relationships. Growing together. Dynasty ready to bloom. Legacy and liberty. Legacy and liberty. Liberty is freedom. And we're going to move towards freedom this year and becoming financially free and free from these jobs having a hold on our emotions and our lifestyle. What better way to do that than having some money so that you can say, F this job where you want to and go figure it out and got money saved to go make a move. So spiritually, try to go to church at least once a month. We got to get that done.
Amen.
By end of this month.
Okay.
Mentally, read 10 pages a day to each other. We got to get on that.
They say each other? You better go, boy.
Yeah. Financially, 20K a piece. We're going to be a 40K couple.
Okay, so these are correspondent. Gotcha.
Yeah, see, I got it. We power couple, 40K couple. We're going to be a couple that we together, we're going to be worth 40K. Now, we're going to be worth more than that, but we're going to have 40K to where we're going to be able to make some moves.
Put up.
Okay. Yeah. Physically, gym content And when I say better intimacy, I mean more intimacy as far as not just physical, but more so just intimate as far as just to each other and having more time with each other and taking time out to be able to address each other's needs mentally, physically, all that, massage, talk, just some nice moments together because we be busy. We be doing a lot. And, you got to be intentional about the things you're going to do together. So from there, I would say September, we're going to make it official and be shacking. We're going to shack like the Big Diesel, Right now I'm at the recovery home, and every day I'm working my way towards getting up out of there. And hey, I didn't have my first full year sober to where I brushed out all the kinks I did back in my addiction, So now I don't have anything coming back towards me. The last year I had stuff coming trying to garnish my wages. I had bankruptcy I had to pay off. I had to get a car. All that's behind me. Now we're moving forward, and it's all about elevation from here. It's not about fixing anything from the past because the past has been fixed. Now it's time to elevate. So I'm looking forward to that, and we're going to make it happen. This is the 6 month, no exceptions. I have to get these done within the first 6 months of this year. That's by June. It's January now. I need at least 10K saved. We're going to do that for sure. I'm going to buy my Canon camera. So we're going to take this content to a whole nother level. I'm going to be the next big Ron out here. You feel me? But I'm going to have my content just on a much more mature level with sit down interviews and everything. So you see how that go. Bench 315. Once I do that, I could probably lose a little bit of weight, take all this belly off me, and but the weight kind of helps with pushing weight. Weight helps. I mean, what better way to handle mass than growing mass,
Okay. So you need the weight to put. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you don't need it, but it helps.
Gotcha.
1K YouTube subscribers right now. I'm sitting at a good 574. So in the next 6 months, I should have 1,000 YouTube subscribers. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe on the YouTube. 10K Facebook followers, and most importantly, get my LLC. So I'm gonna go back. The 10K Facebook followers. Right now I'm sitting at 6.3K followers. Shout out to the video of me getting hurt, boosted my follower count up heavy, and it was a blessing in disguise. No more injuries for follows though. Now it's gonna be all me. Get the LLC, Fit and Focus Enterprise. We getting vending machines. We starting this media company. It's an enterprise. We gonna have music. I might even sign you, whoever you are. Not you. I know you like rapping. I see your face. Not you, but you. No Diddy. We gonna pay our artists. So ahead, I ain't gonna be all in your videos. None of that. All right. Long story short, we're gonna make this a good year. We Fit and Focus, baby. Simple as that.
Hello.
Hey.
My name is Ariane.
Hey.
I'm a little nervous. I'm gonna try to get into this.
Okay.
We did vision boards to bring in 2026. This is mine. You've seen his. I did mine kind of differently. I had a few magazines from a previous vision board party I did. Wasn't intentional. We were really playing around. So this time I looked into the magazines and I saw a few words, pictures that stuck out to me. Put those in a pile, kind of cut them out nicely, and then try to group them the best way I could. So we'll start with the middle. The middle is kind of personal. It's very specific to myself. Things I want to be, things I need in my life, things that remind me of things. In the middle here, you see EM. Those are my initials, Ariane Matthews. We can start at the top. I have a little bitty picture that says love. I love love in all aspects. I hope you love love. Love is a beautiful thing. Home. Never forget where you come from. I actually just realized, Ron, you and your mom was in the car talking, and I was in the back seat. And y'all were kind of talking about if you remember your home phone and your friend's home phone. And I was like, actually, my debit card, one of my debit cards is the last 4 digits of my first home phone number. And one of my passwords is like my address to my first crib. So home is pretty important
What
to
a
me.
heart is.
What the heart is, 100%. Truth, honesty, lead with truth, lead with being real, lead with being genuine. That stuck out to me as well. Expect the unexpected. That's actually how I live my life. Some may think it's a little negative, pros and cons to that, but I'm always thinking outside the box. I'm never just staying thinking things are going to be one way. I'm always ready to try to adjust. Sometimes it may be rough, but always expect the unexpected.
Yeah, expect things not to go as expected.
Yes, yes, you have to sometimes, but they should go as expected, sir. Um, I want to be an inspiration to my younger self. Oh my goodness, I love me. I hope you love you. I love me from when I could remember me until me at 33 years old. And I just want to be a mentor to my younger self. For example, something I'm very proud of is my sobriety for about 115 days. I just checked yesterday.
Yeah.
No alcohol. And I've been through some holidays. I've been through the New Year's. That's like my favorite holiday. I stuck strong. So we're trying to end that. So if I can tell my younger self, I'm proud of you, but now we're stepping into what we need to be, that womanhood. I was never a girly girl. I was never. I'm athletic. I'm still athletic. I like to, play basketball when I can. You was a hack. We're gonna be smooth. Look at your arms. I wasn't trying to get hurt. But still athletic. I can throw a football. I can shoot a basketball. I can swim. I'm all through that.
Allegedly.
Boy, stop. Can you swim? Okay. Freshness. That's just something that popped out. It's a new year. Let's start fresh. Lastly, service in this middle quadrant. I'm all about service. One of my favorite love languages is acts of service. So that stuck out to me as well. I'm gonna come over to ships. I noticed some of the pictures I was cutting out had a lot of connection together, and I was thinking of, I like that in my friendships. I like that in my relationship. All the ships. So I just named them ships. Up here, you'll see advocacy has one direction forward. Let's move forward. Let's move forward together. And then I have together as well. All ships to be like-minded. Let's think together. Let's make sure that we equally yoke with our relationships and friendships as well. Our big break. I know we all waiting on that. That's self-explanatory. Great chemistry in all the ships, relationships, physical, all of those. You want great chemistry. You want to pour and make sure you're receiving as well. Connection. Make sure you have that. You know that's needed. Then I threw shacking on here because in one of those ships we might be shacking. We'll see how that go. But yes, we've talked about maybe joining one in September. So threw that up there to remind and keep that in my radar. Health and wealth. I saw that I was taking or cutting out some pictures that we're talking about like beauty and what's inside really matters. I've cut out summer soft. I've cut out like nourishing yourself. I cut out like you deserve to feel real good. Something I really love like Butter Baby. And I kind of just grouped that to health and wealth. Something I really liked that I placed on my board was beyond the limits. So I just want to push beyond all limits. If that's physical, mental, spiritually, I just want to push beyond those limits. And then over here, we'll go to short-term goals. I saw a few pictures. The time is now. I am a great procrastinator. I actually thrive in procrastination. So something I'm trying to change is understanding you can do things at the moment you're able, knock them out. Take your chance is almost like a piggyback off. Get things done when you can at the moment. Something I'm very excited for that I'm learning is trading fundamentals. Mm-hmm. Learning more about stocks, learning more about day trading, just trying to enhance my knowledge in trading aspects. A goal that I have short term is a 10K goal. I'm actually late on that. So trying to rush that. Not rush, take my time, but build. And by building that, I have to, take away from other things. So a lot of my kick-its and a lot of my staycations and my pop-up trips, we're going to tuck that in the TK. We got church up here. I have at least once a month as well. We got to do better. I do try to watch as much as I can when I'm available. I know we do. I listen to our gospel, but I do think that we need to be in the house. And I remember my brother, and if my brother said that to me, I know I got to do better, okay? So we're going to get in there. Read 10 pages, self-explanatory. I want to lower my intake on red meat. Place that on there so I can remind myself as well, because I see the sluggish when I'm kind of eating my chicken, my vegetables, my turkey versus my steak and my pot roast and stuff. So trying to clean that up. Journal daily. I just kind of tweaked that. I'm going to have to do a couple times a day because I noticed daily is kind of rough with everything else I'm trying to do. So I'm going to probably make that weekly, but it's very important to just kind of sit down and recap the day.
Yeah, you can recap the weeks.
Yes, recap the weeks. Facebook. I got Facebook on there because I am recently monetized. Shout out to Ryan for pushing me. It's cool. I'm pretty tucked. This is rough right now. Don't know if you know, but I think it's cool to
get outside
your comfort zone. Talk about yourself. Obviously, people are liking it. Why not stay truthful as long as you're doing real good stuff? Don't be out here doing crazy stuff. But I threw Facebook on there just to remind myself, like, hey, you are not a content creator. You're not Ron. You're not your boyfriend. But it's okay to do things here and there.
You are a content creator. We're creating right now.
Okay, Ronald. I threw that on there to remind myself. Whiteboard. Guess who's supposed to get us a whiteboard? I'll move right along.
Coming soon.
All right. We are going to be doing a few things around the house. So I put Mount TV very small just so we can remind ourselves that that's something that needs to be coming.
Gotta get a new TV.
Gotta mount them. I threw that on there to remind. I got like 4 or 5 TVs in here. I gotta get things in order. I put in office. Oh, today was my first day back for 3 days a week.
Yeah.
Coming from 2 times a month. I'm gonna repeat that.
You made it.
I was home majority of the month. I went in office twice, and now I'm in office 3 times out the week. Pray for me, y'all. I threw an office on there because I got to get my mind together. And for my long-term goals, this will be the last quadrant. Think of self. That's period. Self-explanatory. I threw sobriety on there. So happy. I want to take this forever, as long as possible. Some of us can have a drink and do what they need to do, and some of us can't. I'm one of them, and I've acted on that. So one day at a time. Dream. You have to dream. You have to have some aspirations that you got to go reach for. And that's why I threw that on there. Credit card. Credit card is very important for my long-term goal. I have no credit card. Never had a credit card. So I'm actually researching that, trying to see which ones I want to go with. Actually, Discover Secure Card is at the top of there. So we'll have that soon. Everything. Self-explanatory. Long-term everything. Period. I'm coming for it all. I got calmness right here. Every day I'm trying to remind myself to breathe, assess.
Yes.
Think about how I'm feeling before we react. Just be calm. I practice slow mornings. Those are the things I'm working on for 2026. And also for long-term goals, I got house, condo, flat on there. That's actually something I've always wanted. I could be 80 when I get that. So that's just something I gotta be in my future. I don't have a specific time. It's just gonna be there type stuff. Coming soon, amen. I got stock portfolio on here as well. I got a few stocks that I love. PLTR, Plantier. I got gold on here. GOD. I got silver, SLV. I got KO. That's Coca-Cola. And I got NVIDIA as well, NVDA. Those are a couple that's already making me a little coin that we're going to continue to place income in there for the long term, But we got trading on the short term. So those are 2 different things. If you hip, you know. And on the bottom, I got assets. I placed 3 times. It was like a little thing I placed under there. So assets, I want to multiply 3 times. Investments, I put world right under it. I want to invest in the world, I guess. I put freedom. That's actually something me and Ron talk about all the time and every day, that is our goal, to getting these 9-to-5s, stack the coin they're giving out, and making sure we do something with them so that we can relax as soon as possible. So that is my vision board. I hope you did love that. If you have any questions, reach out. Hopefully I'm not nervous the next time. Okay.
Simple as that.
Simple as that.